So I wanted to provide everyone with important updates about the U.S. Embassy in Russia. So earlier I was going to say earlier in the year, but we're actually in 2022, and that's hard to believe. It was last year, rather, in April of 2021, that the U.S. Embassy in Moscow, Russia, had to basically close and discontinue services due to the government of Russia prohibiting the U.S. Embassy in Moscow from employing foreign nationals in any capacity. So when that happened in April of 2021, we made announcements and we promised that we would give all of you updates as we had more information. And so there are many other embassies or countries maybe that don't have a U.S. embassy or consulate that processes immigrant and non-immigrant visas. And those visas will be processed through another country. And so we do have updates now that for individuals who are citizens of Russia and who are completing an immigration process to receive a visa, those visas will be processed in Warsaw, Poland. And so part of the update is, yes, this is where the visa interviews will occur for individuals from Russia. So we have many clients from Russia who are now having their interviews scheduled in Poland, in Warsaw, Poland. And what I wanted to let all of you know, basically two things. The first thing is if you have already filed a case and you have gone through the National Visa Center phase and you have been assigned to Moscow, Russia, what will happen now is you will receive a new notification from the National Visa Center reassigning your case to Warsaw, Poland. And as you know, immigration for couples, we represent couples going through the immigration process. So that means if you have a fiancé visa or a spouse visa pending, if you've already received that notification from the National Visa Center for Moscow, your case will be transferred to Poland. You can also, if you haven't received a transfer notice yet, you're also welcome to reach out to the National Visa Center by phone, or you can also email the embassy directly in Warsaw, Poland to have your case transferred. If you are currently in the process of filing, or if your application, your fiancé visa or your spouse visa application, if they are pending currently with USCIS, even regardless of what you wrote on your application, if you wrote, Moscow, Russia, your case is automatically going to be assigned to Warsaw, Poland. So I just wanted to let you know that as well. So when you do receive a notification that your case is in Warsaw, Poland, that you understand why. So those are the current updates that we have, and that's great news. I know it will probably be, I know it is, it's difficult for our clients to have to travel to another country to have this interview, but what's most important is that there is a location assigned now for these interviews to occur. And so this is great news. And we really are seeing that when cases are transferred to Warsaw, Poland, that there is interview availability for fiancé visas relatively quickly, and that spouse visas are also being scheduled relatively quickly in terms of immigration terms for fast, usually within a few months. So that's where we're at. And if we have more updates, I promise that we will provide those to you. But for now, hopefully that gives you clarity on what is happening with the U.S. Embassy and in Russia and what's happening with those cases.